Why, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rubydung. Welcome to today's episode. As you can hear, I am in a bit of an interesting spot right now. I am at a bit of an older project, currently farming up blaze rods. I've done a little bit of reworks on it. I didn't show it during the world tour, apparently, because it was barely in existence. For those who don't know, I basically have a blaze farm on the other end of this basic thing of netherrack. It is very shabby. And what it did is it just dropped blazes into a thing of water, pushed them into another thing of water, and then pushed them up a water elevator, but it was too long and would often kill the blazes. So what I've done here, without destroying any of the water, because water is a nice, rare resource here in the nether, and I can never get it back, I made sure to readjust the farm so that way I can push them into a spot in which I can kill them, and use looting, which was a thing that was not in the original farm. I can sit here and use looting on them and get blaze rods from them. And also, while I'm just kind of sitting here, this is actually pretty good levels comparatively. Like, this isn't bad. It could be a lot better, but in terms of levels, I've had far worse XP farms in this world. Spider farm immediately comes to mind. Oh god, the spider farm is terrible. I just want to rant about it more. But either way, with that nice and finished up, I think I have enough blaze rods. I got about 20, but I'll collect these ones now that they're flowing in. Basically, I just sit here, they'll flow onto this block, and then I just hit them. And sometimes they don't drop anything, but sometimes they do. And I also, though you guys never get to see this, because I never show you guys the actual wither skeleton area, but I do have a nice secure tunnel, in which case I can flow inside of these blocks to get all the way up to the top, and only have about a 50% chance of ghast killing me. I have to carry dirt and coming through here. I need blocks occasionally. Also, you can see that this place is ugly. I just get gas-balled constantly while I'm out here. There's never any wither skeletons. I'm having to run across soul sand. I need to redo this entire plot eventually. Like, the whole thing. It just needs to get torn down. Not torn down, but completely redesigned, because it just doesn't work. But here I am, flowing all the way back to the top, and oh, I missed my door. But now I'm going to show you what I am wanting to do today, in which case I do have to make a little bit of a run. So I am going to see you guys over at the main base for a second as I am getting some resources. Okay, to start, I'm immediately using some of my blaze rods in order to craft myself an Eye of Ender, taking some obsidian, that's going to be 8 I'm needing, and I'm crafting an ender chest. Now you might be asking, why on earth are you needing an ender chest? I am so done with where I put ender chest in my base, I am putting an ender chest right here. Even though that's not actually a spot I can use, I need to break that block right there, replace that with a stair. In which case I need to break this block to do that, and then I need to grab that. Actually, I don't need to grab that, I'm just wanting to grab that. I really want to grab that. Where's the stair? There's a stair. There we go. There was too many stairs. And come over here and place that here. Boom, there we go. Now I have a thing there. And please let me grab the slab. Please let me grab the slab. There we go. Alright, so now we have an ender chest right here in the base, easily accessible. Now I'm going to use it. Get that out of my inventory. All the way over here, just throw that in. And also just grab the blaze powder and throw it here. Why is there with a skull in that chest? I don't remember. And, oh, I was needing a bunch of stone because I'm needing a bunch of stone for today's project, which is going to be in something I actually haven't worked on in a very long time. Is going to be the end project, in which case we need some more stone. There we go. I plan on working on the end project today. In particular, I am wanting to go through and set up the platforms for it. In which case, I need to go out there and do a quick review for you guys about what the actual end base project is. Alright, I'm over here at the Void Base, in which case I got a little book outlining everything that needs to get built here. I added a few more things because a couple of updates have happened since I first built this whole area. But, more importantly, I now have a little count of how many platforms I'm going to need to have built by the end of today. In which case, there's a couple of Endermen I can walk over here and punch. Whee! Let's see how much XP this gets me. It's probably not going to be a lot. It's not that much. The Blazes gave me a lot more. Sad this farm doesn't work out as well as I always hoped it would. It's probably just because of the size, honestly. But either way, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms built. But according to this book here, I'm going to need 42. 42 full platforms, nice and spread out. In which case, I need to get an idea of what I'm going to be wanting exactly here. Because 42 is a lot, and I'm probably not going to be starting from this position. I need to be constructing, that will be, since I already have 5 built, that is going to be 37 more. So I'm not just going to have, that's going to be, what, 20 on this end, 20 on that. Yeah, that's a bit long, so I'm probably going to have it be 5 platforms on either side going down that side, 5 on this side going down that, until it hits a turn, in which case then I turn, and I'm just going to have it be a lot longer than wide. I feel that's how a base typically should be. Asterisks, it should be more wonk. Like, yeah, I don't know how to put a base should be. This one's starting to be a lot more organized, more titleable, so I'm not exactly sure yet. But that is my current plan. And hopefully I have the actual stone to begin doing that. So I'm going to begin setting out the path so I can get you guys a visual for how long this is going to be on either side here real quick. Alright, so I have done some laying out, and I think I have about half approximate of the actual layout filled out outside of like the actual filling. But from here, this is about what it's looking like. It's extending out past there. This is about 21 per side, which should be enough to do this, including the ones I've already built. So but it's actually 19 per side to be precise. In which case, this is about going to be the general layout of what I'm thinking for the base. There might be a handful of changes in the future, depending on what's in these actual stalls, but whenever we get to the corner here, we're just going to have a double access way to the same room. So we're probably going to have to put something very important there. As in, like, something I would probably access quite often, or at least looks good. One of those two. Because we're going to be seeing it more often than others. But as I run all the way down here, I have also applied it to be able to be expanded in the future. And also, I need to keep in mind for the future as well, I need to keep every other one of these rooms a clear path, because I want to be able to create pathing that goes on through the sides in that direction. So that way, if I wanted to, I can move through every other one of these. So technically, not this one, because it has that side there. Not this one, but this one. Now, the reason why I would want to do this one is when the path goes down, I would want to be able to have rooms on that side, but not be able to block up there. Because, obviously, I won't be able to fit a room of this size when there's already a room right there. So, theoretically, I also could just expand every single room and just have a 1-block break and just have a massive grid. But I don't want to do it that way. At that point, I basically might as well just have this be a massive flat platform of half slabs. So I'm probably not going to do it like that. But also, I now need to go on the other side of this platform and do the same expansion I did on this side over to this one. However, I might hold off a little bit of time on doing that because it is a lot of stone, and I kind of want to get this side more, not finished, but like more able to have what I am planning next to be put in. So I'm going to do a little bit more here and before I come back to you guys. Alright, so now I've gone through and I've done a little bit of dressing up to get... Oh, and Enderman is angry at me, I am pretty sure, which is never good. But what I've done is do some dressing up. It is very loud. I've done some dressing up and I've put some signs up, so I have some nice labeling. So if I were to go over here, for the mid-room here, we have Cell 0001 Ender Pearl Farm. So I just go through here, and I punch things, get a whole bunch of XP, and I will get a whole ton of Ender Pearls. So that's basically what this farm is. I also get quite a bit of levels, but like once again, I have better XP farms. Like, I've been spending a while at this base, and I've not even hit 30 levels yet. My zombie farms are significantly faster than that. But yeah, that is room 01. Then, moving over to the right, we get over to cell 0002, enchanting table. In which case, I put up the chests here, so that way I can store enchanted books that I'll get from when I'm farming XP, I guess. I can go ahead and put some stuff in there. So that is where that is. Then, continuing on the right side, we get cell 0003 utility room. So this is basically where I'm going to be keeping my furnaces, my chests, my crafting table, and my ender chest. So this is basically just where I'm keeping more utility things that need to be close together for me to access. Then we're jumping over to the left side, staying on this side of the wall for cell 0004 fishing pond. I, for some reason, prioritized this. I guess it was because one of the easiest things to build, so this is the fishing pond. Then, on this side, we get cell 0005 cobble generator. So this is where I can get a whole bunch of cobble in the event I really need it. In which case, I probably am going to build a stone generator not too far away from this, probably on the opposite end blocks. So, one of the ones that I've built over here. But that's probably something I'm going to be doing later, honestly. But I also built an entrance sign, so whenever you're coming from the main island, you'll get to this little pillar here. And I have some labeling here. This is base Epsilon. So, according to my labeling, Alpha base, that's the one I have at spawn, the one made of all of the wood. And it's also by far my biggest base. It's where I have things like the iron farm, my first storage system, the monster farm. You know the base. Then, beta base, that's probably one of my smallest in comparison, which is functions as a transit base. That's where I have a mine, a couple nether portals, and where I have most of my rails running from. I have Gamma Base, which is going to be my giant hole, along with the little underwater area. So that's what's going on there. Then Delta Base is technically the nether water base. So that would be base Delta. So this would be Epsilon. So this would be my Epsilon base. I'm not counting the warehouse, by the way, as a base. It's just a warehouse. And it also has nothing there except stuff that probably needs to be destroyed, so I'm not counting it to anything. But I also gave it a name because I love giving nicknames to all of my bases, excluding my main base, because I have my main base, which I guess my nickname for it is the main base. Then I have the transit base. Then I have the base that hasn't been named. Then I have the the nether water castle. Then I have the Void Archive. That's what I'm going to be calling this one. Hopefully. I'm probably going to forget the name, I'm sure, but this is a little sign to make it more official. In which case, I probably should hang up more of these signs to make some of the names of my bases more official, because currently I'm just kind of keeping them in my own head, so I probably should sign that. But, it's not really that important in the end of things. But either way, I probably can wind up doing that, but I want to continue doing a little bit of work here, and I will be catching you guys in the next episode. I'll be seeing you guys then. If you guys have anything you want to see me be working on in the future, I hope you leave it down below. But either way, guys, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye.